Good evening, everyone. How y'all doing this evening? Thanks as always for tuning in. Is that Miss Tupac 25? Good evening to you. Miss Chapman, good evening. Legacy for real, good evening to you. Brenda B, good evening. Thank you for tuning in. Miss Williams, good evening. There is, I thought I saw Hazel Eyes. Good evening, Hazel Eyes. Um, Beautiful Lewis, good evening to you as well. Is that Vet? Good evening to you, Vet. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm glad to see you doing well tonight. T House, thank you so much, and I'm glad to see you on the live feed with us tonight. Thank you, big time. Okay, Hot Pink is in the house. I think she's keeping things in order. Lisa Robinson is here. I haven't seen Spitting Fire. I hadn't talked to her in a couple of days. I hope she's okay. I may call her tonight or tomorrow. We're not going to hold you all long tonight. I'm saying 30 minutes, but it might go over because we do have a guest on the line with us this evening. Tell you who he is shortly. He's no stranger to you all. You all know him and his wife. They're on the live feed with us tonight. Before we get started, let me say this. To all who have lost someone because of the coronavirus, we send our deepest condolences to you. And those who are battling the illness or know someone that is battling it, you are in our thoughts and you are indeed in our prayers. This is a deadly virus. And when experts speak, I think it would be imperative for us to listen to the things that they say do and do not do. Some people got angry with me today on my Facebook page, personal, and the injustice page. Um, Diamond, good evening to you. Karen Porter, good evening. Thanks for tuning in. There's Tanya Rush. Thank you as well. Um, Miss Loon and the one and only. Good evening to you. Miss Abraham, I see you. Stephanie, how do you? Um, when the Centers for Disease Control speak and the World Health Organization speak, let's say it's kind of like E.F. Hutton. Everybody should listen because they're giving you some good advice. People are not taking this, some people are not taking this serious. You're taking it as if it's a joke. Before airtime, this was done at 5:43 p.m. Central Time. The total number of coronavirus cases was at over 218,000. The United States cases, 9,197, with uh, 2,786 new cases. United States death stands at 150 and climbing. Recovery is over 84,000. There are now at least 8,937 people who have died from the coronavirus. One thing we must keep in mind is that this virus is new. Even the experts don't know a whole lot about it. That's why they hadn't been able to stop it. They're learning as they go. Uh, there's facts and then there are lies. And at a critical time such as this, I find it very appalling when the leaders, the one that we count on to keep the country in order, comes before the cameras and tell a lie, and they know it's a lie. Some of the smartest people are said to be sitting in Washington, D.C. And I don't know a lot about the virus myself, but I'm going to listen to those that have degrees in viruses such as this. Because to me, they're the experts. They know what they're talking about. And most of them have been doing this for decades. So I'm going to listen, along with doing my own research. But I'm going to listen to them. Now it's not the time to play politics and do the tick for tack. People are dying. If March Madness has been put on hold, a lot of other sporting events put on hold. Disney World shut down. When the police department has to do a press conference directed to criminals and begging them, don't commit no crimes right now, please. We don't want to fuck with your dirty ass right now. This is a serious issue. When the police department will begging criminals, don't do nothing. Don't commit no crime. Please don't. It's serious. Parents, school closures does not mean it's fucking spring break. It's not spring break. It doesn't do the schools any good to close and you let your children go and play with Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike, Karen, Sharon, and Rotisserie. We're trying to contain it. That's going to make it worse. The kids don't really understand what's going on. You, the parent, you must school them. This is not playtime. When you have businesses shutting down back to back, something's wrong. The world is on the brink of shutdown. And this is some scary shit. It's like a movie, something you only see on Lifetime. This cannot be happening. When they told us it was going to interrupt our lives, they meant that. But even that was an understatement. In case you didn't know it, people are dying every day because of the coronavirus. Every day. Tonight, we learned a sitting congressman has been diagnosed with the virus. A lot of actors, celebrities, sports figures have been diagnosed with the virus. This thing is spreading extremely fast, so fast to where the Centers for Disease Control said it's spreading faster than we thought it would. I hadn't been to Spain, out of the country. I'm still at risk. Because the more they studied the virus, they learned that now it can be community spread, person to person. It's as simple as that. A lady in Sri, I don't know if is it a lady? I think it's a lady. Works at Government Plaza. It was shut down. That a person was diagnosed with the virus. I think it was a female. I'm not for sure. But I do know someone has the virus that works at the Government Plaza in Shreveport, Louisiana. When you have malls in Georgia, some of the biggest malls shutting down, we're in a crisis. And the White House may not want to admit it. We are not heading for a recession. Quiet as it's kept, we're in a recession right now. We are. We're in a recession. Casinos in Louisiana the other night was ordered to shut down at midnight, and they did. My aunt worked for one of them. She called me last night. The only good thing about this is that they're still going to be receiving checks as if they were working. And I think that's a wonderful thing to do. People are losing their jobs.
They're falling behind on their mortgages and other bills. The handwriting is on the wall. When they tell you that social distancing is imperative, of must, you better take heed. You better take heed because the life you save may be your own. Tanya Russ said, "This is huge. It is. This is a big deal." When you watch CNN and they're sitting 6 feet apart, 6 inches apart, or whatever, this is serious. Democratic debate with Bernie and Biden still went on without a live audience. This is serious. A young man landed at an airport, and after checking symptoms and temperature and stuff, he appeared to be a coronavirus patient. Hazel Eyes, thank you so much. Love you big time. Now, they're taking him to the hospital. He's taking the coronavirus test. The test hadn't came back. But from what he heard, it disturbed him so that he jumped out of the window at the hospital and killed himself. Now, his test may come back negative, or it may come back positive, but it don't matter. He dead. I was speaking with Chief Keith Davis from the Missing Persons Task Force a little while ago, and I was sharing that story with him, and what he said, I'm paraphrasing it. This is not necessarily a death sentence. People are bouncing back from this, and some are not. If New York shuts down, well, California needs to shut down. Louisiana needs to shut down. It doesn't do one state any good to shut down and the other states don't follow along. You're trying to contain it. That's what we're doing. Your life is being interrupted. But do you mind your life being interrupted for a while, or would you just rather die? It's up to you. Some people, the symptoms are similar to a flu, but some people will have no symptoms. Some people are being misdiagnosed. That's the flu. They're telling you to stock up for a reason. It's not a game. This is not a reality show. This is life. Yesterday, this could end somewhere between maybe June and August. Well, today, it's been changed. It could go 18 months or longer. We just don't know. If you don't have to be out, don't go out. Now, here's what happened on Facebook today. I made a post because a lot of ministers, Shreveport, Louisiana, and elsewhere, a lot of ministers are not taking the government's advice to shut down. Large groups, prohibited. Save a life, maybe even yours. Shut it down. Well, some pastors, no, we're not going to do it. We're going to keep service going. No. Now, here's where they got pissed at me at. I'm a praying man. I believe in God. Let me say it again. I'm a praying man, and I believe in God. But I do know that there is a very thin line between faith and outright fucking foolishness. So before they could give me their argument to try to school me, I gave them their argument. You're going to tell me, by his stripes I'm healed. I'm up under the blood of Jesus Christ. Isaiah 54:17, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Then you tell me why Sister Emma is still sitting on the fucking front row complaining about her goddamn arthritis. Tell me why. Anybody can read the Bible in a year. Anybody can do it. But can you study the Bible in a year? And no, you cannot. And that's the problem. Most people know all the words in the Bible, but they don't know what they mean. They went from pimping on the streets to pimping in the pulpit. And I said it all day today. I have yet to meet a pimp to take a fucking day off. And that's what's going on. And any members, go to church because the pastor said the doors are open. Y'all just as stupid as his or her ass is. I'm fine. I'm healed. I'm healed. It don't work that way. God gave you a fucking brain. Use it. R. Kelly, I got to quote him. Use it, common sense. This ain't about intellect. Common sense. God put on my face. Well, see, they're under the blood, and that's right, Miss Cat. Yeah, they'll be saved. They're untouchable. But God damn it, 20 minutes later, a post came out about a member of a church. Coronavirus. Listen, you're making asses out of yourself. A lot of people unfriend my Facebook page. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to tell it the way I see it. I don't get mad when y'all say y'all going to do this or do that. Go on with your bad ass. Go on up in the church, that's fine. But why you get upset with me? It can be one motherfucker on my Facebook page. I'll talk to them. This is serious. Why in the hell would you want to jeopardize your life? And not only play Russian roulette with your life, but why would you want to jeopardize the lives of others? Now, if the Bible says, and it does, to love everyone, how in the hell could you want to hurt the one you claim to love? You know all the words in the Bible, but you don't know what they mean. Why would you want to go out and infect others? Why would you want to do that? Technology in 2020 is wonderful. Do a live stream, pastors. Set up a GoFundMe page to get your money. That's all you want. You need to realize one thing. You can sit here and say that bullshit all day long. By his stripes, I'm healed. And your ass still in pain. It is a must that we separate. If you know God, if you have an intimate relationship with God, then God would not have his people to be ignorant. That's the sign. Somebody should say amen. He don't want his people ignorant. He don't. You love somebody, but you finna help jeopardize their living by gathering together. If it was that, if it would work just like that, waving a magical wand, I would not be doing a show tonight talking about the coronavirus because prayer would have changed the situation by now. Pastor got to pay his mortgage. Pastor got to pay the car notes. Pastor got to keep his wife looking good or the husband looking good. And I'll be damned if I'm going to shut church down and miss my check. No, the devil is a lie. God is not in that. God said, come on. God told me to tell you right now. Oh, some of that in the name of Jesus, come on to church. There's healing in the church. That's a lot of bullshit in the church. I'm serious. And a lot of pimps in the church. You've been programmed. They done fucked your minds up so fucking bad. You can't see past go. And anytime somebody come and tell you something contrary to what you think you believe, he or she becomes the Antichrist. Stop sleeping with your eyes open. If you don't give a fuck about your life, that's wonderful. Maybe other people do. Maybe other people do. Y'all got to get it together. This is serious. If you know God, see, there's a difference between knowing God and just knowing of God. Many people say they know him, but in actuality, they know of him. They do not have an intimate relationship with him. And the theological teachings of Jesus have now been replaced with the teachings of man. Jake Tapper on CNN. He was so pissed last night. He went off because he's getting upset because people are not listening to what they've been told to do and not to do. They're still gathering. And you motherfuckers in Florida, y'all always take goddamn risks. When they tell you to come out to goddamn water because the shark just ate somebody let me get in there. And y'all still on the fucking beaches and shit. There's a very thin line between faith and foolishness. I believe in God, but I also have common sense. That's just like, hang on, use her. That's just like a friend of mine is in a fight. I just happened to pull up, and the guy beating the shit out of him. And when it's over, he said, man, why you didn't come and help? Why in the fuck would I just volunteer, walk up into an ass whipping? It have nothing to do with me. What did you do? It's simple. It's simple. It's simple. One last thing before we get ready to get the man, the chief on, who's gonna school us on some things. Listen, when I went out today, I had my latex gloves on. Now, I didn't have a mask on because the mask that Cynthia bought was the wrong one. But I did have my gloves on. And then it wasn't my first time doing it. The first time I did, she's like, are you seriously going to do that? I'm like, yes, I am going to do it. And she said, well, why are you going to do it? Because I love me. I love me. Look, you don't know what the hell you touching. I mean, people was nasty before the coronavirus. Now, look, with your latex glove, it don't do any good for you to have them on. And then when you take them off, you use this to get this one off, right? Okay, right? That's how you're going to do that one. That one comes off. And then you do this here. Well, that's fucking super stupid. After you do that, you just take this one and pull it off and be done with it. Save a life, maybe your own. If you insist on wearing a mask, this is not the right mask, okay? This is this flimsy damn thing. Ain't worth 50 cents. You need the thicker ones with, I think they got a yellow, a lot of them have the yellow rubber on it that goes flat to your skin. With this, air still gets in. The virus still gets in. We learned earlier that the virus now can live for several days on surfaces. I think it was 3 days on cardboard. We now know it's up in the air for so many hours. So what they thought couldn't happen, they now came and said, okay, we're still learning. We got it wrong. The virus can live. And so when you walk into that with somebody that didn't have it, you're likely to get it. It's as simple as that. It's simple as that. I saw a guy come out of a store with his gloves on and a mask. The streets are almost empty. It's going to get worse before it gets better. I'll tell you again, it's going to get seriously worse before it gets better. Tomorrow night, I'll come back and we'll talk about the little checks that's coming in the mail because I got to make sure I get the information right. But I do know that issue was passed. I do know that. And originally, every American was supposed to get $1,000 to help, with bills. Something. But that ain't enough. Well, goddamn it, be thankful for that. Goddamn, come on. What is enough for you? So just be thankful. But now I think they increased it to $2,000, but you wouldn't get it all at once. Protect yourself, and protecting yourself, you're protecting others. When they tell you don't go, don't go. It's as simple as that. What you going out for? Well, if I get sick, Donald Trump never said, I don't have to pay for the bill if I got the coronavirus. Donald Trump said that. But he had to come back and apologize when the aides told him that's not the way it works. We're going to cover the test. Anything outside, that's your shit. That's your shit. This issue is serious. Stop playing Russian roulette with your lives. Chief Keith Davis of the Missing Persons Task Force Good evening, brother. I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging. I am glad once again to have you back on the show. Uh, like always, appreciate the work that you all do, you and your wife. And to my understanding from our conversation earlier, you all, just like I have been extremely busy, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, well, tell us what's going on that's keeping you extremely busy, Chief.
Well, basically, since the beginning of the, let me talk about, we've been going missing persons for 15 years now. Starting off with my cousin who's missing, and we've grown from there and everything. But since the Evelyn Boswell case out in Blumpville, Tennessee, or Sullivan County, Tennessee, we jumped on that, and I mean, we had really been working so much on that, and with Melissa Rudd and my cousin Unique Harris, that people are now coming to us wanting to know more about what the Missing Persons Task Force is about, or how can they help, or even bring us more cases and everything. Roughly within 2 days, we have gotten 4 cases already. My wife is also looking up different cases and things like that. We had 2 people that we just recruited that are now section leaders, and we'll be doing some recruitment as well. We have one that's a division chapter chief, which is a person that is in charge of the different divisions of the United States. So if there was a person that was in charge of the, say, DMV area, DC, Maryland, Virginia area, that would be the Mid-Atlantic division.
Okay.
We have somebody down south in Tennessee, which is the Southeast division, and we have somebody in the Midwest division. So we've been really trying to get them together, get them at the bar, trying to help find these missing people. I have even up the program here in the area that I'm working with kids as well, trying to put that together. These programs that I'm doing, kids help set up things to keep them off the streets, keep them off of, drug dealing, doing something positive, having something to do during their spring break and summer break and things like that, instead of putting the talk of things and nothing. So, we've been, for the past 2 weeks, we've been busting our tail, doing what we got to do to even just make the community safe and better.
Exactly.
Our future and everything. And, a lot of y'all must have don't remember my wife and I, we had younger kids, toddler age and everything, So we want to make sure that things get better for when they get our age and everything like that. Like, there's a person's epidemic. It has to stop somewhere. It has to die down somewhere. And then we got other things to worry about now, like this coronavirus and things like that and everything. They even made, when we talk about the health situations and everything, me being a dialysis patient, they've already took certain protocols with dialysis patients, like, with dialysis, before we get hooked up, we have to put a mask on. Mm-hmm. And then when we get unhooked, we have to put the mask back on. Well, now we have to wear that mask at home. Whether we're on the machine 3 hours, 4 hours, or 5 hours. We have to be with masks on at all times. We no longer can be within arm's reach of the next patient. They put a swarm in between patients, or a patient can request to go into one of the private rooms, which are for if anybody has TB or, any type of respiratory issue or things of that nature. Mm-hmm. So, and even at the hospital my mom works at, my mom's a lawyer for Washington Hospital Center, one of the biggest hospitals in DC. Okay. And she told me that the lawyers, could get coronavirus because they can't get their proper line put in for dialysis.
You know, you are absolutely right, and that reminds me. I was watching a piece on CNN today, and a nurse was on there, and speaking on coronavirus, and she said, what a lot of people don't think about is medical personnel or first responders, because they're there to treat the virus, and at the same time, they are exposing themselves to become a patient of the virus that they're trying to treat. And when they go back home, well, if they have the virus, then it affects those that are in that household as well. So we give a big shout out to medical personnel and first responders, because this is scary. Someone said a little while ago that this is getting scary, and it is. And so we don't think about those that are treating the individuals, how they can so quickly be affected by the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, what you saying that, you know, this thing is very, very scary. And I mean, to be honest with you, I'm going to be like this, and I mean, this is not American. The H1N1, a couple of years back, was even worse than the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
This thing killed people in hours. And then from a mosquito, so they say.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, they're taking all the necessary precautions because they don't want to know the H1N1, or what was the, they call it something else, something that do with the pig, I forgot. But, you know, they try to make sure that this epidemic doesn't happen again and everything, you know. And the fact of the matter is, people got to be careful with some of the things that you normally, you know, deal with day by day. I'm going to tell y'all something. Some of the things that you might not realize that are too dirty and nasty, this and that, everybody knows that. Touching money, for instance.
Mm-hmm. Someone said that a while ago. Mm-hmm.
You know, different things that are outside and chemicals and stuff like that. Be careful with that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just it's a whole red light when it comes to this whole virus and everything. And me, with my stupid ass, I wasn't paying attention when it first happened. I was drinking a beer at the time when I saw about it, and I was actually drinking a Corona. I said, what the fuck Corona got to do with it?
Yeah.
So I looked at it and I stopped drinking it for a minute until I read everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was something, because, you know, they was talking about recently, you know, they had to send food back and things like that. And I'm like, hold up, there's something wrong with the beer now? What the hell's going on?
Yeah. That, and you know, that floated all through social media for a few days there. TC's good evening to you. Briefly, Chief Davis, a piece just popped up from CNN. Simply says, officials say the healthcare system might not be equipped for what's next if people don't heed the warnings. Exactly what we're talking about this evening.
It's possible. And they couldn't write, you know, it's particularly possible. I mean, as a former police officer, I know that my comrades are going off right now because this is a scary situation for first responders as a whole. You can get somebody that you get locked up and they call right on. Next thing you know, they might have had coronavirus and gave it to you.
Yeah. Since you said that, a lot of states are releasing prisoners, and a lot of people are becoming upset. First of all, most of the individuals that they are releasing are nonviolent offenders. Probably don't have a lot of time. And then there are those that have health issues already, which makes it, detrimental to them and the prison itself. Now, they don't want to release. Let me say this. The only difference between people that are in jail or have been to jail and others, some got caught and others did. We have to remember that prisoners are still human. The homeless people
are still here. So we can't discard them like they don't fucking exist. I know they're in prison and you want them to stay there and rot. But if somebody pulls the curtain back on your ass tonight, we might have to take your ass to a goddamn prison and lock you up ourselves. Everybody done something. So if we're going to take precautions about society, I think it's only right that whatever we do for society, we do for those that are incarcerated. Okay. Okay, Chief Davis, we know next month on the 20th of April, I think the surveillance tape said it was sometime after 8, before 8 a.m. that morning, when the world got its first look at Malia Lynn Davis. And when she walked in that apartment, Malia Davis never came out of that apartment alive again. I strongly believe she was killed in that apartment. It's been almost a year. Nobody has been arrested for Malia Lynn Davis homicide. And that's what it is. It was a homicide. Nobody's been arrested. And that truly bothers me. And I know it bothers you because you and your wife, Chief Belinda Davis, is now looking into the Malia Lynn Davis case. But I just want to throw that out to the people. But the Evelyn Boswell case, Chief, what's going on with that?
Well, you know, it just brings me back to the Melissa Red case.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much alike. Malia Davis, too, all this comes together as alike in certain different ways, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Evelyn, by different.
Hey, spitting fire.
It was at, what was it, the shed or, yeah, the shed of the grandfather's, on the grandfather's property.
Mm-hmm.
This grandfather was the one that reported her missing in the first place.
Mm.
Now, since day one, the police have seen all the lies that Maggie has told. Maggie is her mother. They said the first hour, she was already telling 3 different lies.
Mm-hmm.
Her story changed so much that it became the boy and cry wolf.
Mm.
Now, Maggie is adding on the rules in this case. Her mother, Angela, the boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
we both have flyers. To me, they're not out the loop, but yet I still think that Angela and the boyfriend has something to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
My wife is all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Following through, waking me up in the middle of the night, telling me, look at this, look at that. You know, I would have found so many things about this case that it made let me put it to you, when it first started, when Maggie first went into question, it was rumored that she said that baby was the devil and she was on a mission.
Mm.
Right then and there, when I read that, I knew that baby was dead. I knew this.
Mm.
You know, it just sent a certain chill up my spine that didn't sit with me. My wife, she's a very gifted woman. And I mean this in so many ways when it comes to just feeling for these type of things. You know, she has had encounters with spirits and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at her a lot of ways when we get these type of cases, and I see how she reacts. And person until February the 18th. 2 months. And then people are starting to say now that Maggie may have accidentally killed the baby and tried to hide it in such a stupid way. Then they found a security camera that over top of the shed of where her body was found. So somebody was watching something.
What the? Wait a minute. A camera?
A security camera. Her case is sealed right now. Because the fact of the matter is that there was a camera found right there at the floor of the shed where her body was found. Now, they might got something on that camera that may have sealed this case. But I know one reason why they're sealing this case is because of the fact of the matter it's a under-age case.
Mm-hmm.
But when you seal a case like this quick, when it has something to do with that and everything, you know, within 2 years of a detective and everything, one thing they're going to realize is when they do stuff like that, they hold something. And I mean, they got something solid, so concrete. Donald Trump's wig couldn't hold it down.
You know,
whatever they have, it's what? Oh yeah. Her bail went up as well.
right.
So we got a whole clusterfuck of problems with this case. And it's all pointing to Maggie. My wife just said the baby even had the phone door that Maggie described that she was missing it.
Yeah, you know, when I heard them say that, and this was before they positively identified it, but you, being in law enforcement, you knew that that was her, but, you know, there's procedures that we must go through, protocol, medical examiner come and officially said blase, blase. So when they said that, I think I was standing up and I sat down because we knew then it wasn't a coincidence that a baby had been found dead wearing the exact same clothing that Evelyn Mae Boswell had on. I knew then.
As a matter of fact, yeah, you know what's that? I forgot. You're the one that brought it to our attention.
We just this is like really getting out of hand. I think the laws for prosecuting killer parents need to be made a little tougher. It should be made easier for authorities to arrest someone you think might be involved in their child's disappearance.
That's another thing that we're working on right now.
Okay.
We're putting together a petition to try to make these parents with these missing kids more responsible, whether they did something or not. They need to be held more responsible for this shit.
Exactly. Incidentally, Tanya Rush says, talking to you, Chief Davis, she says, thank you and thanks for all the work that you do. And I thank you as well. This is similar to Brittany Bowen's when Malia Davis came up missing, then would later be found, her remains would be found. Many were saying that Brittany Bowens accidentally killed Malia Davis. Well, I never bought that bullshit. Because if it's an accident, it's an accident. You call the police and you tell them it was an accident. They're going to interview you. And if what you're saying does not match up to the evidence that they have, then they know you're lying. But if it was an accident, well, Chief Davis, we'll never fucking know now.
Nope.
We'll never know. Prosecutors should diligently see the fullest extent
of the law when it comes to sentencing parents who kill their children. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I'm tired of the insanity pleas. She was up under pressure, Munchausen syndrome. I'm tired of the bullshit. If you was up under pressure and you got this illness or whatever, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna lock your ass up for life. That's my this is what this you may not agree with this, Chief, but not saying when it is proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that a parent killed their own child, purposely killed their own child. Ain't no 10, 15, 20. It's automatic life without the possibility of parole. That's just the way I see it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. No, the women dads. Funny you said that. It's funny you mentioned that too, because I implore everybody, I implore our listeners and our viewers right now to go to Hulu. If you got Hulu, watch a show. It's based on the Munchausen syndrome thing. I forget the name of that quick, but it was a case where a mother sat up there, and it's true story. She put her daughter under all the medication that she did not need. Had the daughter thinking that she was a certain age when she was a grown woman.
Oh, the little white girl. Yeah, that blew me away. Go ahead, tell the story. Go ahead.
That tore me up, because the fact of the matter now, here's the thing. This girl was 19, 20 years old, and her mother had her thinking she was 14. I mean, she had the body shape. She was so small and malnutrition that you could see her as a little girl. And her thinking that she couldn't walk all the way, so she had to be in a wheelchair.
You know, when Chief Davis, when I saw that day, and when the police, because the police were thinking that she had been kidnapped. And when they get to the house where she might be at, she comes out with her hands up in the air. And I'm fucked up because I'm like, she walking? And then she told her story. And I had pity for her. I still do. Honestly, I didn't want her to go to jail. I didn't, because I'm like, she has been up. Huh?
It wasn't her fault.
It wasn't. Go ahead. It wasn't.
It wasn't her fault. I mean, she's about to get out of jail now, but it's just the fact that I felt as though that she didn't deserve no jail time at all.
That's what I felt too.
This is the biggest form of abuse I've ever seen in my life. And I didn't know nothing about it. And I didn't know nothing about doing something about proxy.
That's it.
That's even worse.
Exactly. Penalties must be stiffer. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, you know. But if what you're telling me every time I speak with you is inconsistent for what you told me before, then that's suspicious to me. And that right there alone, just my opinion, should be enough for the police to say, if only for suspicion only, we have the right to lock you up for at least 90 days. And I think that should be done. I can't have no pity for them, because I don't understand, why would you give a life and then turn around and take that very life that you gave? I can't fathom that. I have no sympathy for you whatsoever. I just don't. And I remember when she was talking to her boyfriend on the phone, and she kept telling him that she had a secret to tell him. I fell for him too, because even in jail, he still loves her, and I think he would do the same thing again for her.
But you know, she's married now.
Who?
The girl.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she got married last year in jail.
I didn't know that.
Ever since I saw that, I have been
Mm-hmm.
So I think she gets out. I think she gets out either this year or next year.
Wow. You and I were alike on that because I sat one about here, I think since he was gone, I was watching it and tears almost started to fall because I'm like, this little girl just didn't know. She just didn't know. She was up under the spell of an evil woman. But before we get out of here, Chief Davis, if someone wants to listen to your show or they need help, someone is missing, uh, how can they get in touch with you and Deputy Chief Belinda Davis?
Well, we're on. We have you search us on the Facebook group, the Missing Persons Task Force of Washington D.C. You can also look up Belinda Reds, RADDS. You can also look me up, Keith Davis on there. But if you want to give us a call, it's 202-971-6526. Or email us at missingpersonsTFDC@gmail.com. We're taking in any cases, no matter the age, race, sexual orientation, how old the case is, don't matter. We work solely on missing persons. We might jump into cases that involve a little injustice, if we may say, with missing persons that turned into a murder or things of that nature.
Okay.
So, that was a quick way to get all of this.
Okay, and incidentally, Chief Davis and Deputy Davis information can be found on our Justice Investigations Facebook page. They just did a new logo, and after the show, I'm going to upload that to the page as well. People, whatever you do, realize one thing, that the coronavirus is here and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Don't make matters worse by not listening to the experts. If you don't think it can knock on your door, you're a fool with a serious problem. It can, and it will. It will if you're not taking the necessary precautions. It's nothing wrong with you going out in public with gloves on and a mask. Cause I'm doing. They can look and laugh or whatever. I'm gonna be that same sapsucker attending their damn funeral. Because I protected myself. Think about your family, and don't forget this virus can live for hours on surfaces and in the air. Companies are not closing back to back and losing billions and billions of dollars just because of the damn flu. It's not the flu. This is serious business. The world is under attack, not the United States. The world is under attack. I think Italy recorded over 300 deaths. I think that was today in one day. And it's getting extremely bad in the United States. And right now, there's no end in sight. It's not. Parents, again, before we go, this is not spring break. This is not spring break. Keep them in the house. Be prepared for a shutdown of the whole world. Be prepared for it. You've got to get water, non-perishable food items. You need to get stocked up. I don't give a fuck what Trump said. Don't stock up. He stocked up. Get things together. Protect your family. Look out for your family, because you may wake up one morning and find out I can't even go to work because the National Guard is out here saying 3 people on this street got it, and they may have given it to somebody else. So now this whole neighborhood is under quarantine. You can't go nowhere. Well, I don't have much food to eat. Well, that's your ass. Prepare for it as if you know it is going to come. I stay with CNN a lot for reliable news, and anytime I put something on the Injustice Investigations Facebook page, here's what it means. It's been confirmed. So don't come on my page asking me, has this been confirmed? If it's on my page, it's been fucking confirmed. It's as simple as that. This is a deadly virus. No one is immune to it. pastors, Christians, y'all may not believe this, but you're not exempt from the coronavirus. Now you sit there, and I'm not going against the Bible. I'm just trying to get you to use common sense. You sit there and say, by the blood of Jesus Christ, I'm fine. By his stripes, I'm healed. Get you some burial insurance. There's a difference between faith and outright foolishness. Spitting fire, thank you big time for all that you're doing. People, look, the Cash App is up, the PayPal app is up. Let's make it happen. I know y'all can do that. Let's make it happen. Chief Davis, as you know, was supposed to be 2 or 3 nights a week with me, but some things came up. We never got a chance to get it started, but we're working on that now because he has a lot of cases that's coming to his desk, and you all are investigating the Malia Davis case now too, right?
Yeah, we're actually on the anniversary of her, what is it, death or being missing. We want to start the first episode of the show next month.
Amen. Amen. And I know we're doing something. I don't know exactly what, but I do know one thing in particular that I can tell you now is that we're going to send another letter to the Houston Police Department. And on April the 20th, April 30th, right? April 30th, I'm going to post that email on all of our social media sites. Basically, what I'm asking the Houston Police to do is to re-interview Brittany Bowens and others pertaining to this case, but this time by different investigators. We're not going to leave it alone. We're not going to leave it alone. What you got, Chief?
No, I was agreeing with you because a new set of eyes and ears is always good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
These new detectives that might do the interview this time, they might have a different way.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a good cop, bad cop situation.
Exactly.
We're working on one case right now where we've already interviewed somebody and we're redoing it again in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to case that is because they might be listening, but we're doing it that way as well.
And you know, when we look at cold cases, the case has just been sitting for a minute, and then it is handed over to new detectives, just like you said, with a fresh set of eyes to look at things. A lot of times we find that what could have had someone arrested and convicted was right there in black and white. But for whatever reason, it was missed. And Brittany Bowens, there's no statute of limitations on murder. You have to go to jail. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to go to jail because
that chick got serious issues.
Mm-hmm.
I knew when you first introduced acting, I won't publish with you.
Mm-hmm.
The first 10 minutes, I was already like, she had something to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's only because I wasn't listening to what she said. I wasn't looking at the case. I was watching her body move around, how her body actually worked.
That's it.
She gave away a whole lot of information.
Mm-hmm.
Just by her body expression.
Mm-hmm.
When you watch a lot of her interviews, Chief, I think somewhere between 6 and 7 seconds, it takes her to answer a question that a reporter or someone has asked her.
I watched the same thing.
Did she?
Come on now.
That to me, along with the shaking of the head, Brittany Bowens is trying to think of a satisfying answer, not the truth, but a satisfying answer to that question. Might not be today, Brittany. Might not be tomorrow. But soon. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. There's no.
And if she don't get it down here, she got me go see God. So
that's it. That's it. That's it. You're gonna get it. Either way, Chief, I appreciate you all coming on again tonight, and I know we're gonna work out the dates and times for you all to come back on air. And incidentally, some nights you may not see me on this channel. You may see Chief Davis and Deputy Chief Davis, his wife, doing some of the live videos here on YouTube. I mean, I got 101 things going on, and not to mention I don't feel well, so I'm behind on every damn thing it is. But we must stay focused on the coronavirus. Please tell people if you don't have to go out, stay in. It's just simple as that. And quickly, to answer the question about why people buying up guns and ammunition, they know what time it is, because people are going to be trying to break in and take this and take that. So I'm not mad at them. I'm not. This is a crisis, and I fantasized today about someone calling me, telling me about a loved one of mine had the coronavirus and he died. It's a strong possibility. We were warned weeks in advance about this coronavirus, and the World Health Organization, along with Centers for Disease Control, are still studying this virus because they don't know a lot about it. That's why it's so hard to treat.
Right.
And stuff. So if you don't know a lot about it, then you do the best that you can. We know we don't have enough hospital beds. We don't have enough hospitals. We know that. Now it's not the time to play games. We need to get what we need in place because the worst has yet to come. Chief Davis, I'm going to give you the last closing words and we're going to get out of here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank y'all, those that have been listening and been tuning in to our shows and everything. And most definitely we will be joining forces with Mr. Scott. Scott, I thank you for jumping on with us, man. I have to thank, my wife for this as well, because had not been for her, we would have never got together.
Amen.
Like I said, everyone, we are going to be on our radio show this Friday at 6 p.m. Oh, no. Is it 6 p.m.? 6 p.m. at, that number is 327, I'm sorry, 319-527-6086. And we're going to be talking about Melissa Rudd and Evelyn Boswell. And we'll be returning next Sunday on Melissa Rudd's normal day, which is on Sundays at 5 p.m. But we have other shows that are coming up soon. And last thing I want to say also, you were saying earlier, Scott, about the coronavirus shutdown thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the fact of the matter is, it's WrestleMania season. Everybody that knows me, I'm a former professional wrestler and everything. I was supposed to have wrestle match in Tampa at WrestleMania this year. So
Okay.
because of the coronavirus, they just shut everything down and they're having it at their sports center instead of a big arena, which was supposed to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Stadium this year. So this thing is really, really serious.
It is.
So y'all might want to keep your hand sanitized, put your mask on. Okay, yeah, so much you're going to look stupid, but damn right, if you're going to look stupid, you'll be a healthy stupid.
Come on with it.
So, I know me, dealing with being a dialysis patient and a diabetic and everything, I'm not going to sit up here and play with my life. My wife is already looking up things, trying to figure out how to keep me living long enough.
Exactly. And don't.
So, I'm not going to sit up here and put any danger to my life.
That's it. Don't.
But as I sit up here and I got wrestling on now and everything, you're wrestling in an empty arena. So this is serious.
Exactly. And that's happened a lot. Some group today, I think they did it yesterday, they were scheduled to play somewhere, but they couldn't. But what they did a live stream video of them just as if they was, at a concert hall.
Yeah.
So this is temporarily the new norm. And you must You must adjust to it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Protect yourselves, people. I love you. Big time, be it the Lord willing and the creek don't rise. We will be back again. Remember, I'm not always right, and you are not always wrong. Chief Davis from the Missing Persons Task Force, I love you big time, brother, and thank you for everything that you and your wife, Chief Deputy Belinda Davis, is doing.
No problem.
Y'all have a good night. I love you. See you later.